I have another question for you about the U of A's climate change report.
Yeah.
For the longest time, this has been our credo, but it's a dry heat. I actually skimmed part of the climate change report, and I think we should change our credo to great horny toads, my biscuits are burning. So what's Tucson's future as far as climate change?
Well, I don't know that we control the climate of the earth here in Tucson.
Don't you have a prayer that opens every
We do have
council
a
meeting?
prayer that opens every council meeting. The things that we work on, because we are in a desert, water conservation, heat islands, getting more tree canopy, and really making people aware, alternative fuels. Those are all things.
Speaking of alternative fuels,
Yeah.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Have you offered to put a T on a mountain in place of the A?
I can't disclose the full proposal,
Right.
but I think
Incentive package, right?
That's
That you
part
can't.
of it.
Does it involve Oro Valley masseuses?
it does not.
No.
But I can tell you this, I mean, we have a mountain,
Yeah.
but it is Tucson. Why isn't it T Mountain?
Well, it's obviously that's A for Arizona.
Oh.
Let's talk about your economic plan.
Yes.
The 5 T's.
Yes.
Technology, tourism, teaching, trade, transportation, and time travel.
Yes.
First, let's talk about technology.
Sure.
Do you see a future where all Tucsonans are wearing lab coats?
I do not.
No. This is good. What about military downsizing? Speaking of tech and aerospace, and Davis Monthan is facing. The Pentagon may cut the Zeppelin fleet out at Davis Monthan, and frankly, isn't a liberal like you happy to see America on its knees, defenseless?
No.
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 No. We have to be militarily ready. And Tucson has always been a community that has had a strong military presence. And it's not just the military presence, because they do so much more. But it is, like you like to talk about, Fitz, jobs.
It's about jobs.
Yeah.
I have another quote from you about Davis Monthan. You said, "Still, it would be naive to think we can effectively make our case to Congress and the Pentagon without specialized representation in Washington, D.C." I would suggest this is specialized representation in Washington, D.C. Have you talked to these folks?
I have.
Yes.
And yesterday, we're kind of timely. Congressman Barber had a great victory.
Yes.
The
Stalling.
Well, no, the A-10 won more funding, but
Right.
2, and this is stalling.
Yeah.
Why don't you study this issue until you find out an alternative that will work to replace the plane that does work?
Study an issue.
But crazy idea, huh? To
That is a
actually
crazy idea.
Figure out something that might work before you replace
Do you
something.
think this could trickle down to the Arizona legislature?
That I'm not sure about.
Pretty radical. Trade with Mexico.
Yeah.
With all your trips to Mexico, Sinaloa, Mexico City, you must have seen a lot of drug war shootouts. Have you had to duck quite often?
I have not.
No? Not a one?
Not once.
Huh.
Yeah, it's amazing that there's a country 60 miles from here that looks a lot like and works a lot like our country.
That's weird.
It is weird.
It's true?
You almost have to go.
Oh, I might. In my Hummer. What are the other T's? Teaching, of course.
Yes.
And you've said that good education is good for business.
Yes.
But what if your business is private prisons? Isn't poor education in the interest of private prisons? Why are you opposed to the private business-owning businessman?
Well, you have to find balances, Fitz. And in this case, I'm going to weigh in on the side of keeping our children educated so that they don't have to go to prison.
Well, when you were a kid growing up in Oro Valley, and
I
watched...
did not grow up in Oro Valley.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up, there was no Oro Valley when I grew up.
Really?
Yes.
Geronimo was a kid, and...
I was a little before Oro Valley.
Really? When you watched The Wizard of Oz, did you identify with the mayor of Munchkinland?
I did not. I
No?
did not aspire to this position where I would have to come and see you early on a Friday morning.
Isn't this less painful than, say, a study session?
It seems very similar.
All right. I just have another question.
Yes.
One last question.
One last.
Who's your favorite city council person?
Oh,
Romero? How about Kozaczek? Ulick, Fimbray, Scott, Sleepy, Grumpy, Doc?
Fitz,
Come on. One of them is your favorite.
I'm asked this question.
Who's your least favorite?
I'm asked this question often, and the truth of the matter from my heart,
Yes.
I love all my council people equally.
Really?
Yes.
I believe you. I have an idea for another fundraiser.
Oh, good.
I think a live wrestling match at the TCC Arena. Chief Villasenor versus Councilman Steve Kozaczek, mano a mano. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I will send them both an email today and see if we can arrange it.
Outstanding. I'm glad you're open to ideas.
But could you'll be the
Referee.
masters, yes.
I will be, and I'd be happy to do it. Now, I know you're a busy man and you have to leave to go buff your gavel, and I just want to thank you for being here with me. Mayor Jonathan Rothschild, I'm Dave Fitzsimmons. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.